In this example,
Okay.
we are trying to understand some real-time scenarios, real-time use cases, okay, on the files.
Mm.
Now, I have a file already existing in my directory. File name is invoice.txt. Okay,
Okay.
I'll show you what is invoice.txt. This is a invoice.txt. This is a file I have. Okay, invoice ID, customer ID, invoice date, due date, amount, currency, status. This is
Oh,
what I have inside the invoice.txt. Then first operation we are using read operation.
read operation.
We are reading the contents from the file. So in order to open a file for reading purpose, we need to use the syntax
With open.
with open
Open
file
as
name and
mode
mode, and this is the object which refers to the file.
file.
So from this file, we are reading one line at a time, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
For line in file. So what
Yeah.
it does is it will read one line at a time from the file. Then we are displaying it. Each line we are displaying, correct?
Yes.
See, this is a data I have inside the file. So let
Okay.
us see what is output we get if we don't use a strip function. Okay,
Okay.
see this is
Yeah.
output. So basically strip removes the spaces.
Yes.
Okay, then the next one is skip header and split columns. So what are the columns we have inside this file? Invoice ID is a column, customer ID, invoice
Yes.
date, due date. These are all the columns.
Columns.
Okay. Now, how to skip the column names? I don't want to display the column name. Okay.
Okay.
So in that case, we can use a next. Next is a function, okay, which will move the cursor to the next line. Okay. So every time, see, whenever we are opening a file,
Yeah.
here in the
First line.
first line, we are opening file with
Yes.
a reference variable file.
File.
Okay. It always points to the beginning of the file. So that is the first line, right? So when we write a next of a file, then the pointer will move to the second line.
Okay.
So which means we are skipping the header.
Header. Okay.
So now the file is pointing to the second line.
Okay.
Okay. So then from the second line, we are iterating the loop so that we can access one line at a time from the file. Okay.
Okay.
So then line dot strip. You know what is the purpose of strip? It will
Strip.
remove the spaces.
Spaces.
Then after removing the spaces, we are splitting the content. What is the
Okay.
delimiter here? The symbol, pipe symbol is a delimiter, which means we are telling the system that you should split the line wherever there is a pipe symbol. Okay. So that each word is separated with a comma.
Okay.
Right.
Come on.
So after splitting, it will create a list for each line.
Okay.
So basically, the split function is for splitting the contents. So whatever you have mentioned over here, that is called the delimiter.
Okay.
This is a symbol by using which the system understands uh, the split condition. Okay, wherever there is a pipe symbol, it should split it.
Okay.
Okay, then we are displaying each column. After splitting each column, we are displaying. So, what is the output after executing this statement? It will split the line, and after that, each word is placed inside a list. If you observe the output, every line is displayed with a list.
List.
That
Yes.
means once you apply split function, it will split the contents, and all the contents are prepared
Displayed.
in a list. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the output you are getting. If you observe this output, there is no header column. Why
Yeah.
we are not getting header column? Because we are
We skipped header.
skipping. We skipped the header. So
Yes.
let me comment this line. Then you will get
Header also in a.
header also. Okay. This
Okay.
this is a header you are getting. Then the next one, convert it to a dictionary. That means whatever file I have, I want to represent the data in a dictionary format. Okay, you know what is a dictionary? It is a key value pairs.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
So let us see how to convert each line into a dictionary. How
Okay.
to convert invoice data into a meaningful format. Okay.
Okay.
Key value combination. Let us see what we are doing here. We are opening the file for
Opening
reading
file.
purpose.
Yes.
Then we are splitting each row. After executing this line, what will happen? It will create a list of
List of.
words, because each line is splitted with a pipe symbol. So you will get
Yeah.
list of words. Okay. So then
Yep.
here I have displayed headers, because first line is a header. Correct.
Oh,
So initially file points to the first line. So I
yes.
have splitted the first line, then I have displayed the output. So this is
Okay.
what you will get for the header
First line.
part. Okay.
Okay.
Then file will move to the next line. After
Next
reading
one.
the first line, it should go to the second line. So now file point to the second line. From second line onwards, we are reading one line
Line
at
by
a
line.
time. Line by line, we are reading. Okay.
Yes.
Then for each line, we are splitting.
Okay.
Okay. Here also, you will get a list. Correct.
Yeah.
List of words or list of strings you will get. Okay. Then we already learned what is zip and what is a dictionary. Okay.
Yes.
Zip is a function which will combine two
Yeah.
lists, which
List.
will combine two
Two
lists.
list.
Okay.
Yes.
So headers is a
One list.
one list. Values is another
Is
list.
another
Okay.
list.
Basically, headers will have all the column
Same.
headings, all the
Yeah.
column headings, and values will have corresponding values for each column. Okay. Now we are combining these two. So
Okay.
after executing zip of headers comma values, what will we get? Header name, corresponding
And one.
value. Okay.
Yes.
We are combining these two. Then finally, we are converting that into a dictionary. Correct.
Yes.
So for each line, what we get? For each line, column name and value we will get. Okay,
Yeah.
that is converted into a dictionary. So
Okay.
now dictionary is stored in invoice. Okay, invoice
Okay.
is a dictionary. Correct. So then from each dictionary, we are getting invoice ID. What is invoice ID and what is a invoice
Amount.
amount? Only
Okay.
these two values we are displaying. Okay. So
Yeah.
let me hide this statement, comment it out, and if I display what is the invoice I get,
Whole data, like whole columns
whole
and
dictionary
value.
you will get for
Yes.
each line.
Each line with values.
This is first line. This is one dictionary. This is second line. Correct.
Yes.
So what you need to understand here is, after executing this statement, we are converting each line into key value pair combination, which is nothing but a dictionary. Correct.
Yes.
So invoice ID, this is invoice ID. For customer ID, this is a value. Invoice
Yeah.
date, this is the value. Correct.
Yes.
Then I want to only access invoice ID and the amount.
Yes.
Okay. Then how can you access the values with the help of key? Correct.
Yes.
So invoice ID is a key. If I write invoice of invoice ID, it should bring me
Value. It's
value
value.
corresponding to invoice ID.
Yeah.
Similarly, invoice of amount. Amount is a key. Invoice of amount should return me the amount for
Correspond.
that particular invoice. Invoice, correct.
Yes.
So if I remove this comment, this is the output you are getting. For each line, we are able to get what is invoice number, what is its amount, correct?
Yeah.
So this is how you can process contents from a file. Okay, we are able to read the file and we are able to process the file such a way that we are able to retrieve whatever information we want to from that file. Okay. Then another one. This is another example to understand how to process the contents of a file. Basically, I wanted to display the invoices which has overdue. Okay.
Okay.
So status is a column. Status is a column which
Yeah.
has the status. If you see
Yeah.
here,
Yes.
paid, open, overdue. This is a status for each
Yes.
invoice. Now, what I want to do here is I want to display only those invoices which has overdue amount
Okay.
or status equal to overdue. So basically, I am trying to explain you how to process the contents from a file. So anyhow, we know how to open a file, but after opening, we need to do some operations on it. Okay,
Yeah.
how to process the contents from the file. To understand that, I am giving you multiple examples. Okay, so by this time, you should understand what is this particular code module is going to do.
Okay.
So first line, we are opening the file for reading purpose.
Yes.
Then when I apply next of file, it
We are
will skip
skipping
the heading.
heading.
Then in the for loop, we are reading one line at a time. Okay.
Yeah.
Then from each line, we are
Yes.
splitting the data. Okay. After
Yes.
splitting, we are getting these many values. These are the values we will get after splitting.
Okay.
Okay. So instead of writing these many values, simply I can write one variable so that that variable contain list of values.
Yeah.
But you can unpack them by mentioning individual variables. Okay, invoice ID. First value is the invoice ID.
Invoice
Then
ID.
second value is customer
Invoice
ID.
customer ID.
So this is how you can directly store the values
Okay.
after splitting whatever values we are getting. Those will be stored individually in each variable. Okay.
Okay.
Then my target is to display only the invoices which has a status overdue. That is the reason
Okay.
why I am checking what is the status.
Okay.
The status is a variable and is storing the value after splitting each line. Okay. Now I am checking status is overdue or not. If it is overdue, then I am displaying
Oh,
what is invoice ID and what is amount. Okay. So like this, you can process the file. Okay. Then uh, audit log, audit logic. Simply, I want to find total overdue amount. In the previous example, we are able to filter out
overdue.
overdue invoices. Now I want
Yes.
to find sum of overdues.
Overdues.
This is very simple. See, the same process we have done here.
Okay.
From this line, you need to understand what we are doing here. So instead of mentioning all the variables, all the unnecessary variables, I am just mentioning what are the variables required. Okay, amount and status. These are
Okay.
the variables required. So this symbol, what it says is whatever values or variables we have before the amount column, they will
Okay.
be handled by this syntax. Okay, so they will not be stored, they will be ignored. Only
Okay.
we are holding the amount. After amount, we have one more variable.
Yeah.
So I don't want to
We'll
store that.
ignore.
We are ignoring. Then
Okay.
status. So if you see previous statement, see
Yeah.
this is a previous statement. From these variables, what are the variables we are only storing? Amount and status.
And status.
Between amount and status, we have written underscore symbol.
Yeah.
Okay, which means you just ignore it.
Okay.
Okay. Then before amount, we have so many variables. So many variables we have. So just ignore them. So that is the meaning of the syntax.
Okay.
Underscore represents, you just ignore. Okay. Then star means there are many values, you just ignore them.
Okay.
Then we are checking whether it is overdue or not. Then we are summing up. If it is overdue, then we are adding the amount to total overdue variable. So finally you will get overdue amount. Okay. See, this is overdue amount. If you add up these two
Yeah.
values, you will get 19,900.75.
Seven.
So that is the total amount for overdue. Okay. Then we have only one example remaining. Let us see this one also.
Okay.
So in this example, these are things I want to do. I
Okay.
want to read
Read.
the invoice file, log the errors, then archive processed file. Okay. Archive means you just move that file to some other location.
Okay.
Okay, maybe those files I can use later for
Yeah.
historical purpose. You can store them in somewhere. Okay, that is what the meaning of archive.
Yeah.
So let us see what are the contents we have inside invoices file.
Okay.
So input is a folder.
Mm. Inside
Inside
it.
inside input inside
We have.
input I have invoices. Okay,
Okay.
so here also we have same column names, invoice ID, customer
ID,
ID.
customer ID.
But in the invoice ID somewhere I have
Error.
errors.
Okay.
Okay, now quickly see what is the code we have written. You just understand
Okay.
what is this. We are creating the file path. This is a invoices is the file I want to access. This is available in input
Put.
folder. Okay,
Okay.
then I have created another file path called
For.
archive. Okay, so this is for a directory archive,
Okay.
right? So then there is another file path, logs, error error.log. This is another file path. Total three file paths we have created: input file, archive,
Archie and log.
log. Now here I am creating the folders, correct?
Yes.
Make diaries is for creating directory. Archive is a directory I want to create.
Okay.
So you see, archive is pointing to this path, archive folder.
Okay.
So inside the current directory, it will create a directory called archive. This is the directory name. Then exist, okay, already we have explained this.
Yes.
If this directory is already available, then leave it, otherwise it will create it.
Yeah.
Then also log dot parent
Yes.
make
Dot.
diary exists is okay equal true. That means from this path, what is the parent? Logs
Log.
is a parent. Logs
Yes.
is a parent. So we are telling the system, you just create a logs folder. Okay.
Okay.
So we are not telling the system to create a error.log. We are telling the system to create logs directory. So that is what the meaning of parent. Because the log is pointing to
Path.
file path. Error.log is a file. Okay, this path it is pointing. So from this path, it just access the parent. What is the parent? Logs is the parent. So
Yes.
that means we are telling the system you just create a logs folder.
Folder.
Okay. Then try and accept. This is called exceptional handling. Okay.
Okay.
So sometimes when you try to open any file, if that file is not really available, you will get an error. Okay.
Okay.
So to handle that situation smoothly, we can use exception handling using
Yeah.
try and accept. Okay.
Okay.
So inside the try block, we write the business logic to open the file. Okay.
Okay.
So if the file is available, then this code is executed. Otherwise, it will go to accept path,
Exception.
and it will tell you there is no file. So later you can create it maybe. Okay.
Okay.
Then this is for just understanding how to use exception handling for handling the files. Okay.
Okay.
So now see, this is a file we are opening input file dot open, or what is input file? Input
Is
file
it
is
file?
invoices.txt, which is
Yes.
available in input folder.
Input folder.
Okay. After opening this, we are
Okay.
reading the content from the
File.
file line by line.
Name.
Then we are checking whether error is there inside a line.
Line.
Okay.
Okay.
We have seen the file. See,
Yes.
error sometimes in few lines we have error word. Okay. We are checking error is there in the line or not. Okay.
Okay.
If error is there, then we are writing right text of a line. So entire line we are writing in
In
into a
a
file. What is
file.
a log? What is log? Log is a path to
Log. Error state.
error.log error.log file. So
Yes.
we are writing this line inside error.log file. Okay. Then after completion of writing the contents into error.log file, this is where we are archiving it. So archiving means we are removing this file into another directory. See, input file is the file on which we are operating, we are processing. Okay. Then this file will be moved to another directory. So what is a directory? Archive is a directory. Okay.
Yeah.
Then input file dot name. Input file dot name. What is input file? Input file is a file path. It is a file path, correct?
Yes.
So inputs invoices.txt. This is a file path. Then input file dot name means from this entire path you just take this path
Okay.
invoices.txt. That is the meaning of input file dot name.
Okay.
Okay. You don't take the complete path, you just take file name. That is the meaning of this statement. Okay. Then when we use a move command, the file is moved from one directory to another
Another.
directory. Okay. So if I use a copy, then you this file is available in both the directories.
Okay.
Okay. Then this is how we archive. Okay.
Okay.
So let me show you. Archive is a directory.
Yeah.
Okay. First, let me run these statements. Now we have seen inside archive we don't have anything.
Yeah.
Okay. But where is the file available? In the input invoices we have file available. Okay. That is what we have seen in input invoices is the file.
Yes.
Now after processing we will create a error.log file. Then after that we are moving the invoices file into archive directory.
Achieve directly.
So let us run this file, run the statements and check the output. If you see inputs, there is
Yeah.
no file. Okay, that is already moved to archive directory. Okay, then
Okay.
what about log files? Where exactly we are storing logs?
In
Inside
log,
logs,
error.log.
inside logs we have error.log. If I open this is a statement I have. Okay,
Okay.
so from this example we should understand many things. So how to create a directories we have seen. Okay, how to get the directory name by using parent. Okay,
Okay.
then how to move the file from one directory to another directory we have seen. Okay, how to use name property to access the file name. Okay, just try to understand what are all the new things came up in this example. Okay, then the next class if you have any doubts please let me know, I'll clarify.